It is so hot here right now, man. It's like 30 degrees in the UK. No one has aircon. Guys, welcome to the Tom McCluskey YouTube channel. My name's Tomo. Tomo, call me what you like. And this is the beginning of my new series, 5 in 3, where I cover 5 tips around design, photography, video in 3 minutes. Nice and concise, nice and to the point. So let's stick 3 minutes on the clock down there and let's get into it. So the subject for today's video is Danny Ricciardo, the Australian genius. Love the man. And we're going to start with smart objects. Now I've opened a picture of Danny here. This is what I want to use as a subject matter. But the problem is you want to modify an image. So say you want to make it smaller. You think, oh yeah, that's the kind of size I want for this purpose. But then you're like, oh no, I changed my mind. I'm going to make it bigger. Well, look what happens. You lose quality. The pixels are dead. What you haven't done is prepared the image beforehand. So to avoid this, you right click on the layer, smart object, and now you can resize the image to your heart's content and it retains all of that image quality. So tip number 2 is the pen tool. This thing lives down here. It's pretty much my best friend on Photoshop. You just use it for cutting stuff out basically. So you select the smart object layout and then you just go around. You can be as as precise as you like. It takes a bit of time. You can hold the Alt key when you drag out, so I'm holding the Alt key now, which allows you to move things independently. So I'm not going to go around the whole thing because that will take ages and I've already done it, but basically you go all the way around until you close the profile off and get back to the beginning. Now step 3 is the clipping mask, which is the thing that one of the things I wish I knew a lot sooner about Photoshop, because I used to just delete stuff. You've got your pen tool, you've selected it around your smart object, so you right click, you can do make selection, right click, make selection. You can feather the radius, which it depends if you want a blurry edge around it or not. Do that, and once you've made the selection, you click this button down here, which is add layer mask, and that basically cuts everything out that's around it but doesn't delete it. It allows you to paint stuff back in. And then this is the one I did earlier, so then I can re-enable this layer mask to show you a nice cut out Daniel Ricciardo. So tip number 4 is quite a specific one, fairly recently discovered, which is used by quite a lot of media outlets, and it's just a nice way of putting some kind of effect on an image. Now, cut out Daniel Ricciardo on the white background. So if I double click on the smart object, and you can see I'll put this effect called a gradient map on it, which basically everything that's black and everything that's white, you can define what them two colors are. So you can redefine them, in this case as being blue and white. Just get rid of that, create gradient, it's in here, gradient map, bosh. I'll just close the smart object, save it, and it will automatically update, bosh. Job done. So the final tip for today, again, I've picked kind of random bits and bobs that I thought, you know, people might not know, is spot heal. So we're going to go back, look at this image, we zoom in a bit, and he's got a few blemishes on. All you need to do is go here to the spot heal tool, which is, yeah, you just hold down if you can't see it. You need to select the layer. You can't do this on a smart object, so you have to click through onto a smart object to get to the original image. And then any little bits that you don't like, you can adjust the brush size to compensate, and then boom, gone. Fin, Benito, bosh. See you later, ciao, adios, I'm done. You can have a bit of a play around with it. Sometimes the edge is a bit funny, but for something like this, you're not going to recognize it. So there we have it. These are the 5 stages I've used to get to this. Now, the final artwork, I've added some bits and bobs. So if I to see the original that I did, so I've added some text. I've done some other bits and bobs to it. I mean, I haven't covered everything in this tutorial, but I want to keep this short and sweet. And what I will be doing is putting a download link for this Photoshop document in the description, so you guys can download it and have a look just at the bare bones of it, and maybe have a play around and see if you can come up with anything yourself. So please drop a like on this video if you found it helpful. Subscribe if you're new and want to see more of this kind of content. I'm going to try and bring a 5 in 3 every week for the foreseeable future. So if you've got any particular ideas of stuff you'd like to know, drop it in the description. Drop it in the comments. I'm going to shut up now because I'm waffling on too much and I'm going to keep this video less than 5 minutes long. So yeah, thanks again. Have a good one.